Americans would not support a shooting war, World War III, over Ukraine. I think Americans would support a shooting war, and let's all pray it doesn't happen, if Putin went into a NATO country. All right, if he went into Poland or the Baltic states, we would have to shoot at them. All right, the power of the United States and Europe would have to shoot bullets at Russians who would shoot back. Now, based on your expertise, do you think Putin's that insane to start that kind of a confrontation?
I don't, and I don't because the countries you mentioned are members of NATO, and he knows that we've got a treaty obligation to defend an attack against one as if it was an attack against all. Look, in my opinion, and there's dissent about this, we made a mistake, and the Ukrainians did, by not seeking NATO membership. Because if they were in NATO today, no matter what Putin's fantasies were of reconstructing the Russian Empire, he would not do what he's doing now because he doesn't want to engage us directly. I mean, it's been amazing how feckless and ineffective his military has been so far, but they are very powerful. They've got the Ukrainians outgunned, and we're going to be watching now something, unless he's suing for peace at some point. And
well,
again, Putin just...
I hope you're right that he's not that crazy, but keep one thing in mind. Putin's finished. He's finished on the world stage. He'll be a villain forever. He's not going to be included in any of the civilized G7s or any of that. He's done. And his economy is done too if they keep the sanctions in place. You can crush him. The Russian people are going to suffer grievously in the next few months. And they may overthrow this man, which is, I think, the hope of the West. Last word on it.
No, I totally agree with you. Look, you want to end with a sort of a positive thought. I don't think people in America or Europe were particularly engaged with what Putin was saying about Ukraine. I don't think that if you asked them, do you think we should oppose Putin and Ukraine, Russians? Probably not. But once he did what he did, which was so brutal, and they really were inspired by the courage of the Ukrainian people, in Europe and America, the reaction of the public, which is driving the politicians, has been, we can't let this happen. And in Germany particularly, I think they too see shadows of Hitler, and they're not going to let it happen again.
But it's all about Putin.
And that's the good news. That's the good news.
We're united here. At this point, bullets start flying, we'll see. But it's all about Putin now. Putin makes the play, but he's done.